Beginning to the end, he was a true believer.
Richie Tompson knew that his older brother Harry had different dreams than most youngsters in the 1940s in New Orleans.
He used to play like he was a priest, and he'd put a big towel on, and he wanted me to be the altar boy. And we had the biggest arguments about that, and I was one of the big play cowboys and Indians. I wanted to be Lone Ranger. And we used to have the biggest fights about that. I remember specifically when he hollered that my mother was screaming at my mother that to come make me be the altar boy because I wouldn't do it.
Even as a child, Harry would fight against all odds to make his dream come true.
He was involved in Holy Name of Mary Church as an altar boy, and he did everything at the church. In fact, that used to drive my daddy crazy. And sometimes during one of his drunken stupids, he would, scream at him about, helping your mother instead of spending all your time at church.
In the end, Harry would listen to a higher power and follow his dream to the priesthood.
Your God tells you that he is a good shepherd.
Becoming a priest didn't erase the memories of his past. It gave him a new purpose, inspiring hope for at-risk children.
He could see himself in those kids. That he was a shy kid from Algiers, and he used to, hide in the stairwells. It's not easy being a child. He could see that in himself. The kids loved him. Kids loved him.
A passionate leader, Tompson established various ministries to uplift his city, but his heart truly belonged to the city's children. And his greatest legacy was founding a downtown school for at-risk youth and establishing a foundation to inspire others to tend the flock.
The shepherd works out of love. When there's trouble, the shepherd runs towards the trouble, especially if his sheep is in trouble.
And so, in the fall of 2001, the Good Shepherd School opened in an old furniture store to 30 children.
Good Shepherd School, that was his dream.
The kids in this building understand 100% that they are loved, seen, valuable, and that's what Father Harry wanted.
He believed in God so much that he knew this was his mission. This was his calling to create this good shepherd.
When shepherds see sheep lost, all they care about is the salvation of that sheep, the health of the sheep. He's not interested in how he feels. He's not interested in the rain or the sun or the mud. What he's interested in is the life of the sheep, the goodness of the sheep.
Like a true shepherd, he persevered through his darkest hours, even as a shadow of terminal prostate cancer loomed. Undeterred, he laid the foundation for the school.
One of his last things he said to me, when I asked him, I said, well, you have any regrets? He said, I have only one regret. And I said, what is that? He says, I'm not going to live to see the school open. Because he died in April, the school opened in September.
Even though he died 4 months before this place opened, he made sure he had people around him that could sustain this vision and this dream.
On more than one occasion, he would get us together and he'd say, if what we have started together fails when I'm gone, then I'm a failure. And he'd ask you, you're not going to let that happen, are you? And the answer was always, no, Father. We're not going to let that happen.
One of the last things he did was make sure this school opened. And every day we open the doors, it's a testament to him, and it's a thank you to him.
In 2018, Good Shepherd moved to a larger campus in the 7th Ward and doubled enrollment, bringing Father Harry's dream of a brighter future to twice as many students.
We built a dream, really. A dream of Father Tompson's and many others.
And God has worked to allow this to manifest into what it is, because that's what Father Harry Tompson believed.
In theory, it's too bad that Good Shepherd School philosophy and way, we can't just take it and multiply it 1,000,000 times and educate all these people. I'd lose a job. You wouldn't need a public defender because you wouldn't have anybody committing crimes.
Good Shepherd, to have 100% graduation rate of these kids going into high school, to have 85% of them going into college, that's That's just a success in and of itself. It proves that the model is working.
Good Shepherd School is the future of education, public education. The entirety of what we offer. It's not just come in and learn math and science. It's investing in families and investing in students all the way through.
And not only teaching them, the basic fundamentals of math and reading and things like that, but also giving them, a moral compass, and what's right and what's wrong. So that's a key element to why I was, drawn to being a part of this, is having that moral background for these kids, because a lot of kids, frankly, aren't getting it anywhere else in society.
We want to be involved with good people doing great things. And the mission here is absolutely a wonderful thing.
Sharing in the dream, New Orleans Saints and Pelicans owner Gail Benson generously gifted the Good Shepherd School, enabling the launch of a second location in the city's 9th Ward. The new school, which will open in 2025, will be named the Gail and Tom Benson Good Shepherd School, Giving Hope Campus.
And Father Harry's dream was always to have as many of these as you could possibly have in neighborhoods that needed the mission. The second campus will be in the Desire, Florida community in the upper 9th Ward. That community needs this mission, and this mission needs that community.
And if we can take and make one Good Shepherd School into 5, just in the city of New Orleans, you can break generational poverty, you can give children a chance.
I pray every single day that we continue the mission of Father Harry Tompson, that we're doing it the right way, because I know that's what he would be looking for. No excuses.
Some people would call it a stretch, that you'd say, hey, he could have been a saint, or should have been considered to be a saint, but he had that kind of electric personality where he would make things happen that you just didn't think could happen.
If in fact we don't do anything now, if we don't take a risk like we took in 2000, that when we meet Harry, we're going to have a big problem. Why didn't you do more? You could have done more, and we can do more.
Doing more for those with less. That is at the heart of Father Harry's dream.
Soon enough, it will catch on, and the world again will understand that it is sacred, created by God, comes from God, and going to God. I'm Father Tompson, and I thank you for joining us and look forward to being with you again. God bless.